I'm Marie Pedanek. I'm a certified personal trainer at the American College of Sports Medicine, and I'm also a wellness coordinator here at Walsh, Duffield. Today I'm going to talk about desk stretches and stretches that you can do at the office. A lot of us sit a lot throughout the day, and we tend to have really tight muscles. So today we're going to focus on those muscles that tend to get very tight when we sit for extended periods of time. So the ones we're going to focus on are the hamstrings, which are the back of the thigh, our hip flexors, which are right on the front of our hips, our chest, which helps to control our posture and tends to round our shoulders forward. And then we're also going to stretch our lower back, which we all know if we sit a lot tends to hurt after a long day of sitting. So we're going to walk through a couple of stretches. I'm going to show you how to do them. They're simple and easy and won't make you feel too weird to do these stretches at work. So the first ones start from seated. So right at your desk, you're going to start by placing your feet on the floor. And the first thing we want to talk about, which is easier said than done, is proper sitting. So whenever you're sitting, you always want to think about keeping your feet flat on the floor, having nice tall posture, and actually engaging your abdominals to keep you upright. So it's hard to do this all day, every day, but just thinking about it for a few minutes each day can help improve your posture. So the first one we're going to talk about is the back stretch. So with my feet flat on the floor, I'm going to take my opposite hand over, so right hand over the left knee, and place this other hand at the bottom of the chair. And I'm going to gently twist through the spine. So I don't want to force the stretch. I'm simply turning through my spine so that I get a nice stretch along the back. And you're going to look over your shoulder, and you always want to hold a stretch for at least 15 seconds. So you're going to hold it there, and then you're going to switch to the other side. So I'm turning, placing opposite hand over the knee. I turn through the back, keeping my shoulders down, and I get a nice stretch along my spine. And then coming back to center. So at least 15 seconds there. So the next one we're going to talk about is the chest stretch. And a lot of us might not even realize how tight our chest muscles are from sitting. A lot of us, myself included, I tend to round my shoulders forward, and your chest muscles get really tight. So to stretch your chest, you want to sit up nice and tall and bring your shoulders away from your ears. From there, you're going to place your hands right behind your back, if you can see here, and you're going to open up your chest nice and wide. So my hands are gently on the back of my head. You don't want to push on your neck. And I'm just keeping my chest open nice and wide. And this will stretch my pecs. So doing this stretch and holding even just once or twice a day for 15 to 30 seconds will help to counteract those rounding shoulders. Just make sure that those shoulders stay away from your ears. Keep a nice long neck, and then bring it back down. So that'll help to open up the chest. The next one is for our hamstrings. So we're going to do one leg at a time. All I'm going to do is bend one knee and extend the other leg. My toes are up towards the ceiling. From here, I'm just going to lean forward. So I keep a nice flat back. I don't want to round forward with the shoulders. I'm sitting up nice and tall, and I'm just going to lean forward. For me, I feel this instantly. I have tight hamstrings, so when I lean forward, I feel a stretch all the way from the top of my thigh into my calf, which is a really nice stretch for those legs. Same thing, you're holding 15, 20 seconds, and then you're going to take it to the other side. So you're extending that foot, heel on the floor, toes come up, leaning forward. I have a nice flat back, and I'm going to stretch through the hamstring. People complain a lot about low back pain, and that often stems from tight hamstrings. So just by simply stretching once a day on the hamstrings, you can alleviate back pain as well. And then the last stretch I'm going to show us is for our hips. So our hips get tight from sitting and constantly being in a sitting position. What I'm going to do is push my chair against my desk and come into a slight lunge. So I have one leg extended straight back, heel on the floor, front leg is bent. And all I'm going to do is lean into my chair. When I lean in towards the chair and push my heel towards the floor, I get a stretch in the hip flexor. It will feel really nice. If you've been sitting for a while, it's good to counteract that flexed position. And then to the other side. So pushing that heel towards the floor, nice stretch all the way down the hip flexor and even into the calf. And coming back up. So by just doing those stretches a few times, once a day, going through each of the stretches, you'll help to counteract bad posture posture and possible back pain as well. Thanks for joining us again today. See you soon.